Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Yolanda. Today I will be reviewing another cushion foundation, the Hera UV Mist Cushion. The shade that I have here is C21 and the C stands for cover. Just so you know that I have about 2 layers of this foundation on my skin. I bought it off this website called IBBI. And it took about a month to ship it to France and it cost around 35 USD. Very standard. It comes with a mirror, the cushion, and with a refill, so you do get a pretty good value. So first of all, let me just go over what this cushion promised to do. So I'm reading off the press release of this cushion off the Hera official website. It has mineral clay water, so it provides moisture to create very dewy finish, which you can definitely see it does have a very dewy finish. I've already set with a layer of the peach sake powder from Skin Food, and I have highlighter on my cheeks, but in my opinion, before I set with the powder, it almost has that glow similar to what the highlighter provides. It provides moisture and plump to create a more youthful and glowy look. Of course, that comes with, you know, the dewiness that automatically makes your skin look more plump and youthful. It has a innovative post-on powder that seamlessly blends into the skin. So overall, it just has a few skincare benefits that provides high moisturization and of course the glow, the plump appearance that this cushion provides, which I definitely do agree. Alright, so right now I'm just going to do one thin layer of the Hera cushion with the puff that it comes with. So I'm going to try this side and you can tell what it looks like on my skin. Today is a very good day to try to see how well this cushion really works, because last night I barely got any sleep. Whenever I don't sleep well, the next day my complexion gets very dull and sallow. I just did one thin layer with this cushion. Personally, I think it has very decent coverage for such a thin layer. It covers the freckles area fairly well, which is some of the things that I personally prefer to cover up. So next I'll go into a second layer so you can see how well this cushion layers up. From the second layer you can really see how bright this shade is, because I have the C21, which is the lighter shade. As you can see, it actually covers my dark circle very well. So a lot of time when I'm lazy, I don't actually go with a second layer of concealer. I just use this puff and press the cushion into my under eye area. The only issue I have when it comes to coverage is around my nose area. It really emphasizes my pores if you press it, but you just have to smudge it. Like you have to run it against, but it kind of, as you do that, it sort of picks up the previous layer, so it doesn't layer very well when you have a bit of texture or when your skin is not smooth. 2 layer is about as much as I do on a daily wear. I usually even sometimes, most of the days, go with only 1 layer, so it does last me, a cushion lasts me a very long time. Alright, so this side is with the cushion. As you can see, it covers really well, especially my under eye circle and my freckles. And I'm just going to lower a little bit for you as well. Overall, I think the coverage is really well. In order to show you how the longevity of this cushion, I'll leave this on and go about my business for the rest of the day. Right now it is 11:10. Check into maybe in like 2 or 3 hours. And hey guys, I'm just filming on my iPhone to check in with you guys because I already took the SD card out. It's currently past 1 p.m. It's almost 2. It's 1:45, and I just went outside for a quick convenience store run. That's literally like, I don't know, 10 to 15 minute walk. Excuse my hair, it was under a hat, so you know. But as you can see, overall it still stayed on fairly well, but where I had my sunglasses, because it was really sweaty, you can visibly see how it's gone. But if you were to judge if we were to just judge the overall look, I would say it stayed on fairly decently well. That was under that was under light. Now I can show you under natural lighting. Yeah, just like over the nose, overall that really melted off, but nothing too crazy. So yeah, that's my So now I'm going to go over the pros and cons of this cushion in my personal opinion, and I have already used up my first insert, so I'm already on the refill that it came with, so I do believe I've used it sufficient amount of time throughout various weather, climate, and I've traveled a lot, so I can definitely give you a very thorough review of how this cushion performs on various skin types in my opinion. Some of the things that I really enjoy is, of course, it's very hydrating. So when I was here in France back in January and February, my skin was incredibly dry and I was having some severe allergic reactions, so I had a lot of patches, and just overall my skin was very unpleasant. It was very hard to work with. Upon application, it gives a very even coverage. The coverage is amazing. It gives a very hydrating feel, and the glow itself, I believe, is really stunning, and it photographs really well. In photos, it almost have a blurring effect when I try it with my iPhone or even with the DSLR, which is a T3i that I'm filming right now. I definitely think it's a very photogenic, photograph friendly and photogenic cushion foundation. So now I'm moving on to cons. What happens is with this cushion is when you apply first, it looks very seamless, but when you go with a second layer, it doesn't. Sometimes it layers really well if you have very even skin texture, but when it comes to like the nose area or even my upper lip and the chin area, it sort of bundles up a little, so it doesn't necessarily work well if you have a lot of texture on your skin. What happens with this cushion is if you accidentally press your finger onto an area, it actually picks up. So the longevity of this cushion is really not that great in my opinion. Even when I set it with a powder, you will see that when my brush strokes over the cheek area, it moves the product underneath around, so it doesn't layer very well with other products. But what I usually do is, even after powder, when it gets a bit sort of uneven texture, I go back with a cushion puff with no additional products and just press it in. That usually does the trick. So throughout the changing season, in winter time it definitely performs better. I have more of a normal to dry skin type during winter time, and during summertime I don't necessarily have oily skin, but I sweat really easily, especially because the weather outside is 30 plus. Any movement really outside, I get pretty sweaty, so that, especially where your sunglasses sit or where your hat sits, that doesn't last very long at all. But that's, you know, fairly reasonable in my opinion. Just make sure you set it well with a powder. The skin brightening effects, like many other cushions, I find it very pleasant. It doesn't oxidize on me whatsoever. In fact, it does blend into my skin. The tone itself blends into my skin gradually with time to look more natural. So when you first apply it, it has a more porcelain doll look. But throughout the day, it does get a bit more natural looking with sweat and oil, sebum and all of that. Overall, I believe it's a good spring and fall cushion. I don't necessarily recommend you for summertime, especially if you live in a hotter climate. I don't recommend it for someone with oily to acne prone skin. I think it gets a bit cakey. Even though it has really good coverage, it doesn't necessarily cover up pores very well with this cushion. And usually when you have acne prone skin, you have a bit more texture, so I don't necessarily recommend this product. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, thumbs up, and leave me any comments or requests down below. You will be seeing more videos coming from me, ranging from beauty tutorials, get ready with me, and traveling vlogs, because I've been doing that quite a bit here in Europe. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, goodbye.